Yo, family, let's check in with the stock market to see what's going on. It's time to continue to protect our money. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button because that gives you access to all of the content. Check out the last video that I just did where I talked about why the market is likely setting up for a bull trap. So let's continue on with that bull trap because the last video gave you a good detail on what we have going on, and the Phillies are 2-2 in the World Series. Let's go with what's happening right now in the stock market. The futures are indicating a flat open right now. S&P futures right now 3766, so 3,766. We are indicating a flat open, as you can see, is really just bouncing around that zero line. The weekly chart that we're looking at right now is showing that the 20-day moving average is being resistance. No kidding! This is what we talked about last video on how that 20-day moving average can likely be resistance because we've been in this continuation pattern of the move lower. The wedge pattern is broke. We've already discussed that. We moved up to where those highs could be. I said around that 3,800 area. And now we are back in that 3,800 area, even though it pushed a little bit higher. So what do we expect from here? All right, we always have two outcomes. What are those two outcomes? Up or down. All right, last time we ended at the highs and I told you about how that usually is a sign of continuation, but we were against resistance. And now we have retraced back down to the levels that it recently broke out from. What I'm expecting for this week to continue to close is to probably hang around this level, 1, or 2, we hit the next price target level, which is back towards the lows around that 3,600 area. All right, so that's S&P. Let's go ahead and check out what's happening on the Dow. All right, here we go. Dow right now, 32,170, so 32,170, and we are pretty much flat as far as the futures are concerned right now. We take a closer look. What do we got? We have a similar instance, right? Except for we have the 50-day. No kidding. 50-day right now is showing some resistance, and we highlighted that last video on how that resistance has been continuous here. Last time we were there, we made a doji candle. That indecisive action led to a continued move lower, and now we are there, and we're likely going to probably retrace the rest of that price that we recently risen. I think that the market will likely continue to move lower towards the end of the week to get to around that 31,000 area. If that is by chance continuous, then the second price target of around that 30,000 area is the next likely target. All right, so that is the Dow. Let's check out what we got going on with the Russell futures. All right, Russell futures right now still pretty flat, around still 1,800. All right, 1793 is where it is currently at, and we can currently see that our target has been hit. All right, we are getting back to around this area where the prices hung out before, this 1,800 area. And that is not going to change. I think this is going to continue to move lower, and we end up back around that 1,700 area. And if we do, chances are it is getting ready to break. We do have our inverse cup and handle pattern, and that is what I'm looking to see fully develop and then move lower. All right, and lastly, let's check out what we got going on with the Nasdaq. Nasdaq right now is also pretty flat, about 11,000, we'll say in that 11,000 area, 10,923, and we are just bouncing around pretty much that flat area. And then we can tell that we are in the same formations as the other indexes where we moved higher and sold off, and we are actually closer to the lows in the Nasdaq than we are in the other indexes. So all four indexes right now are indicating a flat open. Let's check in with our favorite stocks. All right, first on the list is Apple. Apple right now, what are we doing? Last time we talked about it, we said that 150 area is resistance. And is it? Yes, it is 145.03. All right, we closed near that 150 area, and now it is starting to show that resistance. All right, we are back down, and we're likely going to continue to move lower towards that 140 price target. Now, the next price targets that we have right here that we highlighted in the last video is around that 130 area. 130, when it fails, keyword when it fails, we're likely going to move to around that 120 area. All right, keep an eye on that for Apple. Amazon is up next. Amazon right now 92.12. All right, we told you about how this was likely going to break down and get to what area? That 85 area. All right, Amazon around 85 is still the price target that we have set, and that is because we have now engaged fully on the broken. All right, broken. This is the inverted cup and handle that we've highlighted for months now. All right, probably about 2 months now. We talked about how this is in development. Now we've officially broken it, and we're moving to the downside. First price target is 85. All right, we'll continue about the next price targets once we get to 85. Amazon is there. Meta, what are you doing? Right, 90.54. This was the line that I said had to hold, okay? And it did not hold. Did not hold its water at all. It broke, and now we're on our way to the next price target. We're at 90.54, so around 90, where's the next price target? Next price target is around 80, all right? So I'm looking for Meta to get to around 80. So it's another $10 that we have before we probably reach some type of next stability. That's Meta. Let's check out what we got going on with Netflix. Netflix was the stronger one last time we talked, and it is starting to break down. 273 is the last close price. Right now, a weaker open around 271, and we are showing the steps here of a morning star pattern or evening star pattern, and that is looking to be resistance from the 50-day moving average, also applying pressure. I'm looking for this to actually start to move back towards 250. So Netflix 250 is the first price target that we're looking at right now. All right, let's move on over to Tesla to see what's happening there. 214.98 is the most recent close, and right now it's a little up right now in the pre-market, 216.60. So almost $2 up as far as pre-market is concerned. We talked about this head and shoulder pattern. We're looking for this to make its formation. Right now we're looking for a close below 200 to activate the full power of the head and shoulder pattern. If we do get that, price target that we have originally is 150 is where we will likely head to, but if that fails, 120 is what it looks like. Around 130. We'll say 130. All right, 150 first price target, 130 the second price target. All right, that's Tesla. And lastly, let's look at what we got going on with Alphabet, Google. All right, 86.97. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. This is the only place where you got the information that it was going to move to where, family? To that $85 to $90 range. All right, we said this a long time ago. This is how it works in the world of technical analysis. All right, welcome to my world, ladies and gentlemen. Why did we say it? Because we had a lot of activity here. All right, here we are, 85 to 90. Okay, I think we get there. We are there now. I think we continue to stay in this area, and then on top of that, we also had the recent breakdown from this bear flag formation. We said how this one broke and this would likely continue to move lower, and it did just that. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. This is how we do it every single week. All right, we cover our 6 stocks, and we also take a look at the market because we check under the hood to see how that engine is running. And right now, it ain't running too good. I think the market still has some room to move lower. All right, even though I set price targets right now, those are either price target 1 or 2. All right, we are going to look to see if the market can hold a little bit. I don't think it has a chance currently right now. A lot of stocks like Apple still have some room to move, and because such a stock like Apple can have so much weight, we could see continuation to the downside. So that's it for this morning. All right, make sure you take care of yourself. Go Phillies. Man, go Phillies. All right, we are 2 games away from an official bear market. All right, take care of yourself, health as well, and we'll catch you next video. All right, peace.